Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Full-Time RV Life. Lucky7 MudMowers, YouTube.com. I've been actually living the full-time RV life now for probably about 8 to 9 months. Before that, I was in a tent for several months. RV life, it's interesting. I don't know what we could talk about, but the chat is open. If you would like to come up in the chat and be up on the panel, feel free to hit that link that's posted above in the comments. We go through StreamYard. Usually I have an open conversation. We could talk about anything. Survival is one thing here in RV life. Being cold. It's that time of the season. Everybody's trying to find a way to keep warm, keep their waters from freezing. I've had a couple questions on older RV and van repair and tips. It's located on Facebook groups. I'm going to be able to answer some of those questions, how I prevent any of frozen lines in my RV. Survival. Survival means survival. That's it. It's plain and simple. If you're in the RV, how do you survive? Any way it's possible, you can. Your cooking conditions is completely different from a homestead. Your living conditions are identical, the same thing. It's completely different from living in a homestead. You combined to, depending on the size of the RV or your trailer, you're down to one room, most likely one room if you're in an RV. If it's a larger, you may have your bedroom separate from your living area, but it's basically, like I said, it's limited to what we could be able to do in RV life. Do I have any regrets? Absolutely not. I'm enjoying it. If I had a choice to be able to live in the homestead, that's what I call a regular home with a house, the windows, doors. It is nice. It is different than from living from RV life, but this is my home. This is what I like. I enjoy it. My mom and dad is in there. Say hello in the chat. No, I would not live in a house again for a long period of time. I would not make it a permanent thing. Maybe over the summer, or maybe over the winter, maybe a month, depending on the conditions. But this is my home. It's like it, even if I did leave the RV life for a limited time, we'll just say a month, the summertime living in a regular house, or wintertime, I don't think I would be able to do that again because, again, this is my home. I feel so comfortable. I did a lot of work in this thing. Still in the progress of doing a lot more work. I just can't see myself paying ridiculous amount of rent to a property owner and knowing where I could be able to have my home here, bought and paid for out of my hard-earned money and working, making it the way I want. Again, you're confined to a room, limited things you could be able to do in here. That's the reason why I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I like to cook. I do miss baking, brownies, cookies, a few other little things, cakes. I cook them once in a while. I'm not a big cook on that and baking, but I do miss making that stuff. The stovetop, I don't really cook on my stovetop. I got one of the propane camper stoves there, the ovens. I haven't used it. It's disconnected. I use a 2-burner, electric burner, frying pans just like you would cook at home. I have a crock pot. I got a toaster oven / air fryer, so that is good. Got a microwave, of course, the coffee pot. The biggest upgrade I've done just recently, I went out and purchased a regular size apartment refrigerator. Runs on the 110. It is not a camper regulated, so if I disconnect from the AC power, therefore the refrigerator wouldn't work. I would have to have my generator constantly running whenever I transport myself to a different location to be able to hook up for the stuff in the refrigerator to stay cold. Which, if I did plan on something like that, I would, wouldn't have so much to be able to worry about transporting as far as like frozen merchandise, frozen stuff in the refrigerator. I don't plan on going very far with the RV for right away. So I'm kind of like in this predicament where I'm comfortable. The RV is safe. I'm safe. And like I said, I've been doing a lot of work to it. Hold on. Excuse me. So, anyways, we have 5 people in here. I'm waiting for people to come up in the chat. We could be able to talk about anything. If you're here watching on any of the groups that is posted on Facebook or YouTube, type in the chat. Say hello. Let me know you're here. We have plenty of people that's going to be showing up that hasn't seen me before on YouTube. There's a few things I could be able to show you around here. I did get what they call a Mr. Heater. I posted this up on Facebook with a couple groups. A lot of people were, saying that's a good idea. Other people saying it's not a good idea. Mixed reviews on it. But they actually don't take the time and read the headline of the post. They see pictures, then they get on the bottom, they comment, and they say what they have to say. Which is the bad people, which are saying, oh, that's not good for inside. Exactly. I know it's not good for all the time use. If you read the comments properly above, it says just a temporary, get the chill out. This way, it's not always kind of chilly. I got other sources of heat, which is working perfectly. But sometimes when you come from outside into the RV, those heaters that's in the RV, yes, it does work, but you still feel cold. So I take that, the Mr. Heater, I turn it on, I get it nice and toasty, which it gets really toasty within like 3 to 4 minutes. I shut it off, and the existing heaters that I do have in RV works just fine. They're very, very small. I'll show one to you later. And again, it's ran on 110 electricity. The RV is a 30 amp setup I have. I do have lights from the RV that I could be able to turn on, which from the RV batteries, the converter switches that over, keeps me electricity there as well. So if I did disconnect the RV from the power, I do have lights. So if I do lose power from a storm or something, I will have lights. I will have heat in case if I need the heat. Again, The heater will only be turned on when I'm here. It will be, like I said, it keeps warm in here for a long time. I could shut off these heaters, the small heaters, and it'll stay warm in here for a good half hour, 40 minutes. So it's not like I'll be using the Mr. Heater all the time. It's a good source to have in case you need it. Winter times here in New England is wait 5 minutes, the weather will change. Well, we had snow earlier, went up to I think 3 to 4 inches, and then it turned over to rain. Now we're down to like maybe 2 inches of snow because of the rain, and it's warm outside. So, MudMower 83, how you doing? We're talking about RV life survival, and we could talk about survival with other things besides just RV life. Survival in this time of age. We got a lot of things that's coming this year. And we got a special guest here. Hey, Grandpa, how you doing?
I'm special.
How you doing? All right?
Yeah, I'm shortly here. I'm going to be in the RV living, just like you.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. I'm getting closer to my goal.
That's good. Anything interesting, like in size, trailer or the mobile home?
Well, what I'm looking at right now, I want an RV.
Yep.
I want
Turn
something
the
I
key
can.
and go.
I want something I can get in and go when I want to.
Yep. Turn the key and go.
Yep. And what I'm
Yep.
looking at right now, I don't know the year. It's a Tioga.
A yoke? A what?
Tioga.
Oh, Toyota.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's all self-contained, and someone's taking really good care of it. They put a tarp on it during the winter and everything.
that's nice.
And when I'm not going somewhere, I can park it right here at my son's.
Yep. That would be awesome.
Now
Congratulations.
I've been checking out that Mr. Heater of yours.
Uh, a lot of people will say the buddy heater is good for indoors. You could run those 24 hours. But I was also looking at the little propane tanks that you have to purchase for those. Those are average for 2 tanks is 11 hours. For 1 tank, it's 6 hours. So if I did run that constantly all night long to be able to have the heat, therefore it would cost average $10 per bottle, and that's going to be about $20 per day for those bottles if I bought them brand new. You could buy them to refill them, but again, it's not cost effective. The Mr. Heater that I have here, like I said, it's not good to run constant all the time because it will blast you out. I have it on low for 5 minutes when I first come in. It heats up the place really well, but the little heaters I have is really good. The electric ones.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you that Mr. Heater that you have, can you hook that up to a bigger tank?
I have that to a 20-pound tank. I'm not sure. You probably a 30-gallon tank. They should have all the same fittings, correct?
Right, right.
If they have the same fittings, I don't see why not.
I'm getting some really bad static on your end.
Yeah, I hear that when you came on. If you log out and come back in, Grandpa.
All right, let me try that.
All right. What about the pallet houses in Providence? I did post that video. I watched a little bit of it. It really doesn't seem like it's a bad idea in the area. House of Hope in Providence is coming up with an area for the homeless. Anything that's considered to help the homeless, I'm in favor for. I can't see when they say a pallet house. House is a house. If it's a roof over your head and it's where you could be able to call your own, a tent could be your own. That could be your house. It doesn't matter. There's a roof over your head. It's just sad that you have vacant property, we'll just say wooded areas that's been vacant for a long period of time. And you do have some people that go in there and make their home there. I'm sure if it's secured, unseen, unheard of, you could be there for a long period of time. But if you create a problem and the cops are there all the time, then that's when it becomes a problem to you. And that's when the state kicks you out. It does sound better, Grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah, for the internet went out here earlier, and I haven't logged back on it yet.
Yep.
So I'm just using my cell phone data.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm thinking after I get that, which I will, the person's not looking to sell it to anybody else. I just have to get the money. It's a $5,000 unit.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's like I said, it's in perfect condition.
Yep.
But I'm thinking I'll get a couple of solar panels and enough battery to where I can run electric heaters.
Yep. The solar panels, I have one up on top of my roof now. The converter box is installed, but I don't have the solar panel hooked up from the roof to the converter box, only due to the weather. I'm gonna wait till summertime. Well, actually springtime when it gets a little bit warmer, because I want to mount that solar panel on brackets. It didn't come with brackets. The person that gave me the solar panel, which I purchased the RV from, they couldn't find the bracket, so I got to come up with something to hold that down.
Yeah, because what it comes down to really is how much battery storage you have.
Yep.
Because a couple of panels, if you got enough battery storage, a couple of panels would charge them right up in a day.
Yep. How's the puppies?
They're all right. Jackson spends a lot of time in there.
Yep.
And then Luna's right there.
Hi, Luna.
But, Jackson's, he's got to understand, when you break the law, you go to jail.
That's it.
Yeah, I think I'll enjoy it in an RV.
Yeah, I think you do, Will. When you do get the RV, you're gonna realize, for a full-time RV life, you're gonna want to try to move a couple things around to accommodize your lifestyle and your living conditions. That's the reason why, I built this wall here to separate the cab, and to make the bedding a little bit closer here. This way I could be able to have the storage. Plus, it's good on heat too. I'm not heating up the cab.
Yeah.
Then the table was here. I took the table and benches out, and I made myself a little computer desk. And on this side here is just storage. I'm gonna be getting a recliner chair. You know, of course, like the cabinets and stuff. I'm moving towards the back of the RV. But
yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. I'm not sure how it's set up. I imagine it's got one of those cartridge things for a toilet,
yep,
which is no big deal. I can take that out every couple of days and go dump it on
yeah,
my
the compost
neighbor's
one.
lawn or something. Yeah, we're not a
I,
we're not a compost, not a compost one. It's got like a little cartridge thing that you pull in and take out.
oh yeah, yeah. I
I
got
mean,
the compost one. It has a little pea bucket in the front. You take that and empty that. But then the compost one, it has a tray, but you don't have to empty that because it's just compost. But you still have to clean it once in a while.
yeah. I mean, like you said, I'll just move things around, make it comfortable for me. I can shower and everything here,
Yep.
and
I
I can
go
use the
to the
internet from here.
Yep. The best thing I have is the Planet Fitness membership. It's I think $45 a year, but it's $10 a month, and you can go in there anytime you want, be able to use the showers or any other facilities. You know.
Yeah, well, we have a local rec center I could use, but then again, I'd have to leave the dogs inside the RV,
Yep.
and that'd be cool if I left it running and the AC on in the summertime, but you know, can't
Well,
leave them
maybe
in there in the cold, and
yeah, maybe sometime in the
can't
future
leave
you
them
could
in.
be able to talk about getting a little dog pen, like a 10 by 10 gated pen, and put it outside of the RV. You know, uh, get some fresh air and stuff with the puppies. Like how I
Yeah,
have that little fire pit in that tent out there. The summertime
yeah,
I have the access to go outside. Well, just like everybody else does, but wintertime you're kind of stuck in one room.
One thing I learned by looking at it, because I've looked at a lot of RV videos and stuff and camper videos on YouTube, and one thing I learned about the shape that a vehicle's in is by looking at the awning.
The awning, yeah, yep,
The awning on this looks brand new.
nice,
Like I said, they've covered it every winter,
yep.
but the money I'll be saving is crazy.
It will. It's for somebody that has fixed income. That is the way to go. If like somebody myself that does work and is single, this is the way to go because the cost of living is ridiculous. It it pretty much wipes you out no matter what you do and bring an income in.
Yeah, yeah. Over 3/4 of my money was going for rent.
Yep. Rent is ridiculous. A studio apartment that I was paying before the tent life that was $150 a week, and that was just a room. That's no kitchen facilities, no nothing. Shared bathroom.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's I was paying $850 a month, and I found out that was actually cheap
Yeah, that was.
because now they're checking around. They're over 1,000.
Yep. How you doing, Dave? Pleasure you having coming up.
Which is ridiculous for the state because Maine is one of the lowest paid working states in America.
Yep. David's saying hi, Grandpa.
Hey, how you doing, David?
Were you able to get any more stuff out of the home?
No, there's still stuff upstairs, but no, the landlord he quit talking to me because I told him I was going to talk to a lawyer.
Oh wow.
You know, he was everything he was doing was illegal, and you know, Maine's just like any other state. It costs them less to do the wrong thing than to do the right thing.
Yep.
You know, it's like New York or anything else. Slumlords, they'll get a fine, but that'll be less than what it would cost to do what they're supposed to do.
Landlords barely ever get a fine. They get so many breaks from the town and city building inspectors. You know, they go in there, they'll write them up. There'll be a notice saying they have to repair this and this and that, but they really don't follow up unless the tenant, continues calling them. And as far as the landlord getting fined on it, it's really, really rare for the landlord to get a fine.
Yeah, and then they find some stupid ass reason to evict them.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, and uh, my friend out front there, that he's been on said hi in a couple of my live streams. Xavier, they had to sign a waiver to stay there
Oh wow.
that says that he's not held responsible if they get sick.
Yep.
And you go in that apartment and the floors are all warped up and you can smell the mold.
Oh wow. It's that bad already, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the floors, man. I mean, they're bumping all over the place. He just don't care. He's only considering getting his money and spending the least amount that he has to.
Now, did that have a basement as well?
Yes.
Oh wow. So all the hot water furnaces and all that stuff probably got ruined as too.
Oh yeah, he took the furnace that was in the cellar and he moved it upstairs into their living room.
Into the living room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they said, they could have put it in the little spot that's off the living room that's like a little tiny dining room.
Yep.
They could have put it in there, but no, they put it right in the living room, right behind where the TV goes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep. Can't wait for you to get the RV. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Both of us go live together.
There was another one that I was interested in. It's a lot older though. It's a 1985 Toyota.
Oh wow.
And it's one of those with the 4-cylinder motor.
Yep, the little small ones there.
Yeah, it's the motor's called the 22R.
And I think that's the one with the round fiberglass body on it, right? It's like rounded and it's fiberglass.
Not really.
No.
No. I mean, it's a nice older unit, but they wanted $5,000 for that as well.
Wow, they're expensive up there, huh?
Yeah.
I know down here in Rhode Island, you could get a decent one for about $1,000. This particular one was a lot more than that, but I got a good deal on it. Like I said, it's a solid frame. The engine is mint. besides the overhead cab replacement I had to do and fix the door, everything else, what I'm doing is because that's the way I would like it to be, you know. But besides that,
Now,
it's what's that, Grandpa?
how are they? How are they as far as insulation? Is it keeps pretty warm?
Well, Grandpa, this one here is it's I have Luan on the inside, then you have R5, then you have another layer of Luan, then you have the aluminum on the outside, and it's sealed around the edges with the silicone. I'm using this little tiny heater, little tiny one, the heat there and up there. So that shows how good this is insulated with R5.
Right.
Little tiny office heater. That's what that is. The one that you stick underneath your desk. That's what I'm keeping the RV warm. You know, like granted, I got the heater, but again, I don't. It's not on. Yeah, you can see a little bit of it right there. And I got that just to get the coldness out, you know, when I first come in, you know, because I'm so cold or something. Well,
yeah, I think I'll enjoy it.
Hey, we got Marvin. Come on up. Wants me to go buy a carbon monoxide detector. I don't use it that often. Maybe 5 minutes just to come in the house, get to chill out. That's all I use it for. I don't use it to be unattended. I don't leave it running when I'm not here. I don't have it running when I'm going to sleep. It's basically whenever I come in the house to get the cold chill out, you know, or when I first wake up in the morning. You all know when you wake up in the morning, even when you get out of your homestead bed, you have that cold chill. You know, that's all it's for. Maybe 5-10 minutes tops. If I have that thing running in here any longer than that, I'll be sweating. I gotta find my pipe. The link is up top if you'd like to come up on the chat.
Yeah, if you can hear me, I'm going to have to move down to the chat.
That's okay, Grandpa. I appreciate you coming up and taking your time. I appreciate you coming up, Grandpa. All right, that was Grandpa's Adventures. Just recently, he had a flood. He lives up in Maine. They had a flood up there where he was living, and the water received into his homestead, flooded the whole entire floor, first floor. He lost everything. He's been in that piece of property for over 40 years. He raised his kids in that apartment. So anyways, he lost everything. If you want to check out the video, go to Grandpa's Adventures. And if I'm not mistaken, he does have a link for his GoFundMe page there. Grandpa, if you'd like to grab that link and add it into the chat, you're more than welcome. We'll wait a couple minutes. And I do have to find my pipe. I know where it is. I just have to go on the other side of the camper and get that. So give me a second. We'll listen to a little bit of music while I go get it. This way it's not dead air. Be right back. I got to get my pipe.
All right. Hello, everybody. Well, I got some bad hair day today. I was welding all day. I was wearing the welding helmet. So what's going on, Lucky?
Not much. Did you hear that music?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I want
It's
you to
something
promise
new.
something.
That's something new when you pay for a subscription for this StreamYard or whatever.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep.
I want you to make me a promise. I want you to go out and get a carbon dioxide detector for your camper.
I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah.
I will get one.
The type of heater you're using, you need one.
But I don't use it all the time.
Well, yeah, but still, if you're using it and you go to sleep at night, yeah, you need it.
No, I have no attention. See, this is what people they don't hit no more buttons. I don't use it all the time.
Okay.
I come in from outside,
Yeah.
working outside all day. That little heater I have works perfect. But sometimes you get that cold chill. You know, you want to have it warm. You crank that heat on with Mr. Buddy, that Mr. Heater.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes, get the chill out. You're nice and warm. You shut it off. That's all that's for. That's all it's for.
All right.
I don't use it to sleep. I don't have it running, a long period of time just to get the chill out of the RV. That's all it is. This is what I use. That's what I use for a heater right there. That's it.
Okay. All right.
A little tiny one. That's it.
I wish you were closer. I've got one of these little mini wood burning stoves that would be perfect for an RV.
Do you deliver?
Well, I wish it could. I don't know how much it costs me to ship it to you.
No. I said deliver. I said deliver.
Well, I wish I could.
You get in the car and come for a ride.
Yeah, I wish I could.
Yeah.
But I bought it. Oh my God, a few years back, and where the house that I lived at, the fireplace, the brick was starting to get bad in the bottom of it, And of course, I'm a renter. The landlord didn't want me to actually build a fire in it, So my thought was, I put it in the fireplace like a little fireplace insert, and I was burning the wood pellets in it. And my God, it would heat a 3-story, 4,000 foot house. It was amazing how much heat that little bitty stove would put out.
Yeah. I've seen people put little tiny wood stoves in the RV.
Yeah.
Again, I think that's a nice source of heat. But again, being a little stove like that to be able to use like all the time, you have to feed it. So in the middle of the night, you got to get cold. You got to go get up and feed it again. During
the day, it would be fine. But, when you're trying to sleep at night, no.
Yep.
It's not going to keep you warm all night.
That little heater that I showed you, that does keep it warm in the RV. I do have a very, very light bedspread.
Okay.
And just in case if it gets really, really cold one time, I have a sleeping bag right here at my foot that I haven't used since I had the RV.
Right.
But I keep it there just in case it does get cold enough at night. But I haven't needed it. I didn't need it yet.
What's the temperature there now? I think it's like 16 degrees here in Georgia.
Well, 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh hell, you're living large. Come down and freeze with us Southern boys. All right.
I
They're talking about
have a friend of mine that she's down south. Let me see
we're at down
where
south.
she is. I'm finding out right now. She hasn't had power in several days.
Oh, that sucks. I'm lucky here. You know, if I don't have power, I've got a generator and I got a wood burning stove, and you know, I'm fine. You know.
Well, it doesn't say where she's living now, but it's she's from California, but I don't want to say exactly what town. You're in the bottom.
Hello, David. I'm looking at the comments right now.
New Jersey is going down to 18.
Okay.
Hi, Diane. All right. So
it's supposed to get 14 here tonight, and with a wind chill factor, it'll be below 0. 18 in New Jersey. Now that's from Diana.
All right, 2 days ago, she says, "Oh no, power just went out. No heat stove, but we have a lot of peanut butter and tuna." All right, call the electric company. Yep. It could be days before we get power.
Right. Well, technically, the way I'm set up.
Yesterday, she says just to update. It's 46 degrees in our house.
All right.
Outside, inside is 22 degrees outside. Yeah, so it's 46 degrees in the house, 22 outside.
Right.
And then 8 hours ago, she says 39 degrees outside. She's gonna try to get some help.
Right. Well, I'll tell you something I did last year. You know, after we had this real bad cold, well, and it went down way below 0 and stayed that way for a while. I added a plug to my gas furnace. You know, so I can plug my generator into my gas furnace, and it will run
it. Say this again. I'm sorry.
Last year, you know, we had this real long cold spat, and a lot of people lost power. And what I did was I added a power to my gas, added a plug to my gas furnace, where I could plug an extension cord into my generator and plug it into it, and I could run my gas furnace.
Right. I've seen the home remedies for that.
Yeah. It doesn't take a lot of power to run a gas furnace. It takes a lot of power to run the air conditioning, but you know, I'm not worried about air conditioning when it's cold.
Yeah. Yep. I have 2 generators. One is a small enough generator to be able to run my refrigerator if I needed to.
Yeah.
The small one. Where are we going with the camera here? It's about this big. It's probably about 30 pounds. You carry it with the little handle on top.
Is it one of those you get a Harbor Freight?
I could go outside and grab it, but I'm not going to get that one just yet.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I've got one of those.
Maybe I'll do a quick short video on one of those. Put on the shorts or something on the 2 generators I do have.
Well, and I got one of those little $99 from Harbor Freight, and I think everybody needs to buy one of them just to keep your refrigerator going. You know, because if you got a lot of food, it's going to go to waste.
And my other generator, it's huge. I mean, this thing runs a 50 amp circuit on it. Plus, it has a 30 amp. I was told this
50 amp.
ran
That's
the
impressive.
ran his whole entire guy's house with absolutely no problem.
What is
So,
like that? What 10 horse or something like that? That's a big generator.
I think it's like a 25 or something.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay, it's a B
yeah.
twin.
Yep, it's huge.
The one I got, it's a Honda. It's a little bitty thing. And I don't remember how many watts it is. It'll run my refrigerator and my deep freeze, and give me a lights. Make me a pot of coffee. It's not a huge one. It won't run the whole house, but man, I got to give Honda a hand on this one. It is so goddamn quiet. There's almost like virtually no noise out of it. How they did that, I don't know. I picked it up secondhand, and you go out there, and it's one or two pulls, and it starts every damn time. And it's got a drain valve for the carburetor, so after you're through using it, you can drain out the carburetor, so you don't have to worry about getting the carburetor messed up from the gas.
Yeah.
Diane's asking you, how do you stay warm in the RV?
All right. Well, let's see. Diana, I'm going to show you.
Hang on one second. I get smokes.
Little tiny heater right there. That will heat up the whole entire RV, absolutely no problem. I purchased this here. It's called Mr. Heater. Again, everybody listen to me. I don't use it all the time. It's just to get the chillness out. 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. It's Mr. Heater. Hooks up to a propane bottle. That's all it does. Gets the chill out when I come in from the cold. As you see, I'm in the t-shirt. I'm comfortable. Absolutely no problem. When I do go to sleep, that little tiny heater heats everything up, and I go to bed with my birthday suit on. So I'm warm.
TMI.
I don't bundle up. So it does keep it warm, warm and dry. So I am happy with the RV with this. But let me run outside really quick. I'm going to get that generator because it's right outside my door. It's a very small one, so I'll go get that one. Keep it active. That's what I have. Inverter generator.
If I kick my stuff out of the chat, let me back in. I'm going to try to go back so I can see it. I'm in chat right now.
Oh, you're in chat.
Yeah.
This here runs.
Now I see it. Yeah.
Yep. This one here runs the refrigerator and maybe coffee pot. I really didn't put it any more than just the refrigerator.
Yeah.
But I have this little tiny one. What?
Is it 2-stroke?
No. Regular gas.
4-stroke. Okay. That's much better than what the little cheap $100 one that I got.
Yep. But besides that, it starts up one full, and
Yep.
that'll get me out of the barn for the night. And then
Mhm.
the following morning, if I have no electricity or anything still, I could hook everything up through my other
Right.
source of electricity. I'll put this back outside after.
Yeah, you don't want to smell that gas.
Yeah,
Well, at least you're prepared.
I'll do a little short video on my YouTube. What I do have for the generators, we got that one there. I'll give the specs on that one and then the specs on the other one too.
You got any snow up there?
Yeah, this morning we got up to 4 to 6 inches. I didn't go out there and
Okay.
measure it, but and then later on in the afternoon it started raining, so we got down to like maybe 2 inches left.
All right.
But it's supposed to be freezing, so whatever melted is going to be turned into ice.
Yeah, that's the bad shit. That's what we battle down here in the South is ice. You know, we get these wet roads, and all it takes is just a glaze of water, and you got fucking ice. And of course, you got people down here. Me, I'm originally from up north. You know, I got common sense when driving in it. People down here, they don't.
Yeah, that's like over here, same thing. People don't know how to drive.
Yeah, they're fucking dumbasses, you know, and they fucking ride your ass in a goddamn snowstorm. You know, I never figured that one out. You know, I'm you know, birds out the windows. You know, get off my fucking ass.
But
gotta refill my drink. Be right back. Have you heard anything from Grandpa?
He was just on. Grandpa's in the chat.
Oh, I missed that part. Then I seen somebody said hi to him, but I didn't see the comment he put.
Well, Grandpa, he's looking into an RV.
Oh, really?
He's
okay.
He's almost established to what he needs to get for the RV.
Okay. Well, I got a friend of mine that just bought a fifth wheel RV that they're living in. You know, and oh my God, they're all excited about it. You know.
Yep.
They've been living in an apartment, and you know, this is kind of like a house for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a house. Yeah.
It's like this.
I don't know.
This is my house.
Say what?
This is my house.
Yeah.
You know, it's a house on wheels. I could turn the key and go. Yeah, as you see in the picture in the back, it is an old RV, but you know what? It's comfortable. You know,
and it's got a big block. Honestly, what you got there is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I remember when you first got it, you were thinking it had 318. I'm thinking, I really kind of doubt that RV has a 318. You know.
Yep.
Not in a camper. You know, you get campers. You know, if you get a Chevrolet camper, you know, older one. You know, you got a 400 small block, if not a big block. You know, they put the bigger motors in because they needed it.
Matter of fact, the picture of the RV that you see in the background right there is completely different. The grill is painted. That's an older picture. That's when I first purchased it.
Right.
The window frames is now black, and the windows on the side that you see up top, those are all like blackout tint.
Right.
And the marker lights, they're not white. They've been all replaced, all brand new LCD lights. So,
cool.
Yeah, it's coming along. It's just wintertime came. I can't do nothing on the outside. And as far as the kitchen, moving to the bathroom area, I could tear apart my kitchen, my counters, and my cupboards and stuff, no problem. But once I do that, I'm gonna lose my counter space where I could cook right now.
Right.
So the bathroom, I could demolish that. But yet, once I demolish that, it's going to open a can of worms. Now I'm exposing the wall and the insulation that's back there.
Right.
So I don't want to expose and start tearing apart the inside of the walls because the heating for the RV.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why everything I have is put to a hold, because I don't want to ruin
Springtime
something.
projects.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When spring gets there, it gets a little bit warmer. I could deal with cold once in a while.
Yeah.
But to be cold every day, when I did the overhead tab replacement, it wasn't that bad, but yet you still felt the outside coming inside because it was wide open.
Yeah. I mean, the whole front half of the van was open, or the camper was open.
Yep. Grandpa says the 318 is a great motor. Yes, it is. It's an awesome motor. Dodge came out with the awesome motor there. The 440s, I've never owned one besides now.
Right.
It does run perfect. I could turn the key. It's an older engine. It's a carburetor. It's not fuel injected. So it's going to take a couple times to start up. It's a 318. 440.
Right.
But once it starts running, it's nice and quiet, smooth. It sounds like a 440 or a big engine.
Yeah.
The only thing I really have to do on that is the passenger side valve cover gasket, which I ordered those, and I'm going to replace those.
Yeah.
You keep it running for a little bit, you could smell the oil, so I want to replace those. Those should be here on the 20th, so they had to order them. I could have got the rubber ones; they had those in stock, but I ended up getting the cork rubber. Okay. It's cork original, but yet where the bolt holes go is rubber.
Okay.
So it'll last a lot longer, I think.
Just use a little sealer on cork gaskets. I've learned that in the past.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, I've actually, had several cars with 440s in them, and the amount of horsepower you get out of a 440 is pretty fucking amazing, Put a mild cam in it, it's unbelievable, add a few CFMs of carburation, and, maybe a set of headers, you're good.
Trust me, my mind was going crazy for a while, thinking what I could do with this by making it into a sleeper. RV.
Yeah,
but
I mean, you can be out running burnout contest.
It's the fun. If I had a lot of money, that engine would have been torn out, and I would have put, make it into a sleeper engine, and did a lot of work to it, but I don't have that money, and it's running perfectly fine. So,
Well, I mean, you're going to use it the way you're using it, going to use it as a camper, you really need to keep it stock. I mean, you might want to update the breathing on it, but anything other than that, no big cams, nothing like that.
At the beginning of the video, I was talking about having a homestead. In other words, what I call a homestead is a roof over your head with windows, doors, just a house, bedroom, living room. All right, that's what I consider a homestead.
Right.
RVLiving is basically, I enjoy it. I love it. When I'm single, this is the way I like living. Yeah. If I happen to meet a partner and we want to get a place together, yes, I could see getting a homestead. But the RV is not going nowhere. This is going to be my man cave. It's going to be my studio. So instead of having like the computer and, little setup and stuff inside the house, this is basically going to be like the man studio where I'll do all my recording and videos, and it'll be
the man space.
Exactly.
You got it. I understand.
So I have no intention of ever getting rid of this. I don't believe I would ever sell it. If I did sell it, it's because I got something bigger and better, and a lot more room. You
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
I think this is a perfect size because again, it's not too big, not too small.
Oh, it's
I could
easy
be
to
able to park
drive.
this basically anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Easy to drive.
Hey, you can park it like a pickup truck. It's okay. You're a
It's a
little
little
bit
bit bigger than
wider,
a
but you're
pickup.
okay.
Yeah, this take 2 pocket spots.
Well, it
Maybe
could.
4 if I pocket
It's
somewhere
like
else.
driving a dually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
box truck, a U-Haul truck.
Yeah. You got it.
Yep. Oh, looks like Grandpa's back. You're back,
Hey,
Grandpa.
Grandpa. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, there now. Now I'm on Wi-Fi.
There you go.
You affording that fancy shit.
Yeah, it's my son's
I'm just
Wi-Fi.
using my $35 T-Mobile shit.
You actually looks better with the picture quality, Grandpa, and also the sounds a little bit better too.
Well, the sound is a lot better. There's not all that rattling.
Yep.
That rattling, kind of like when I go.
Yes, it is perfect for me and Punky. Punky's best friend did end up passing. Lucy, Miss Lucy, ended up passing a couple weeks ago. So she's up in her bed. She did get a brand new bed, and my mom and dad says hit the like for Lucky.
So did you let Punky eat Lucy?
No, it was that weekend I was sick a couple weeks ago. I don't know when it passed, but I got up one morning when I was feeling a little bit better, and I didn't see her or hear her. I'm sitting here watching a movie, and I get ready and I go to the store, to Walmart, to get some cough medicine and other things I needed because I was sick. I came home and sitting down again. I'm just looking at the cage and realize she's still not there. Usually she would have got up and seen me coming in the door. And I had this long plastic tube that was inside where she kept her bedding. So I kind of like scratched the cage. Usually she would definitely come running out because she thinks she's getting food. Nothing. I was like, oh man. So put my hand in there and look at the plastic tube where her bedding is. She's crawled up in a round ball, like she passed away when she was sleeping. Stiff as a board. So I don't hate to say it, but I don't know when she passed. It could have been like when I first started getting sick until after, but she stayed in there until I felt better the following day, and then I took her up in 100 acres and buried her up there.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, pets are like family. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And we're doing all right, Diane. Just surviving.
It's definitely tough. I know exactly how you feel, Grandpa. Going back many, many, many years ago, I've had a house fire, and pretty much everything that I had, I lost, and there was no retrieving anything, nothing at all. And I still remember to a point of this. It was a rooming house, and awesome group of people that lived there. Really, really nice. I went to work, and at the time, my buddy came into my work and says, "Listen, there's a big fire up in West Warwick where I used to live, and he thinks it's my house." So at the time,
Wow.
I lived in the same area where I lived, I worked and lived. So I go outside and look, and yeah, quite enough, there was a lot of smoke coming from my area where I lived. So I went there, and it was the whole entire attic area of the house was engulfed in flames. And they pretty much had to get a bulldozer, like a Coventry wrecking, to pick up the debris off the roof to be able to get the fire out. So, again, I know how it is to lose everything that you possibly have, that you had for many, many years. Oh, what do you got there? Fajitas.
No, chicken Alfredo.
Oh, Grandpa's eating like a king.
Yeah.
I'm just eating up some leftovers.
Grandpa's
But they're
eating
pretty
like
good
a king.
leftovers.
My son's wife is one hell of a cook, man.
You get that big old smile on you, like, yeah, look at this. It looks good.
Grandpa's happy.
Then I'm gonna
Well, I'll
go.
tell you what I cooked last night. I had some leftover turkey from Thanksgiving, some dark meat. So I threw in a box of, that stovetop stuffing. And then I added a package of chicken gravy to it. Oh my God, that's pretty damn good. That's what I'm having tonight.
Diane's asking Grandpa how's you and the dogs.
I already said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Grandpa, tell us about the camper you're looking at.
I'm not sure of the year. It's a Tioga.
Is it a trailer or a drivable?
It's an RV or a drivable one.
Okay.
Okay. Come here. Come on.
Ford, Chevy, Dodge.
Diane wants to say hi.
I think a Tioga is a Ford.
Think it's a what?
A Tioga is a Ford.
Okay.
Come on.
Nothing wrong with the Ford chassis.
No.
Well, when you get into the big vans, they're basically truck chassis. It is what it is. It's not a 150 series. It's 250 or 350 or up. Looks like he wants some.
That's Luna.
But I will say, I can't believe your landlord shit on you like he did. That's bullshit.
Hookie's enjoying her new bed. Hunky.
Dude, that's like a universal one. I should wear this one.
Little kitty looks happy.
Well, she had the other bed since she was a kitten. And I was at Walmart all day getting cat food, and I was like, she deserves a new bed. And she doesn't get out of that bed anymore. She likes it.
Let me tell you a story about a cat I had. The last cat. This is the last cat I had. When I got it as a kitten, I brought it home and I put it in a box. And I cut boxes up with holes in them so they could, play in and out of them. And she loved her boxes. Then one day I was looking at the boxes, and even the one that she slept in, and I went and bought a cat bed for him, and I threw the boxes out. You talk about a sad cat. Needless to say, I had to give that cat a box. He born in a box, and yeah, he had to have that box.
Punky, she goes nuts because before Walmart stopped with plastic bags, she used to like to play with the plastic bags and had
Yep.
to cut a hole in the bag and where the handle part. I had to cut that this way she doesn't get in trouble. But now Walmart gives the paper bags. Forget
Yeah.
it. I come home from Walmart. It's like I can't even get in the house quick enough and put the bags down. She jumps in the bags while I have
Yep.
food in them. You know? Yeah, paper bags. She goes nuts over.
Well, I remember one night, my cat, he was playing in a paper bag, but it was a paper bag with the little handles on it, on the top of it. You know what I mean? And he put his head through the handle. Well, then this cat is running 200 miles an hour each direction, trying to get rid of this bag strapped around his neck.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell.
Hi, Luna.
Damn.
So how's it, Grandpa, living with the grandkids?
Well, that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, huh? They must love that Grandpa's hair.
Well, I'm sure for Grandpa, it's wonderful, but he still wants his own space. I know I like my own space.
Well, I'm gonna stay here
Uh-huh.
with you guys. If you want to stay in the chat, is fine. But I'm gonna end the live stream.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna be here. We'll still chat.
All right.
So everybody in the chat over there, check out Grandpa's Adventures. Give him a helping hand. I'm sure he does have the link for his GoFundMe page. And Marvin, thank you.
Oh, happy to be here, buddy.